Hey, it's Andrea with Golden Acorns, where we help guide your growth in 12 key areas of life, like health, career, family, and more. We bring simple, actionable items to help move you forward with purpose. Let's plant seeds of potential and grow a life you love. Please share and enjoy.
Good morning.
Good morning. I missed you.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you were gone forever.
Oh my God. It's gone for like a day and a half. Okay, 2 days. 2 days.
Yeah, 2 full days.
But when you have as much Riz as I do, as the children say, I get why you want to be around me.
Yeah. I always want to be around you.
Yeah.
So where were you?
I was down in Branson.
Yeah.
At one of our big hotel renovation. Well, not renovation, conversion, hotel conversion projects. So,
yeah.
Big things happening. We're like getting to the end of the first units.
I mean, it's only been like 3 years. So
I know it's just flown by.
It's just been so quick and no stress. Very
Stress.
Yeah.
But,
so
that's that's why everyone doesn't do it.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I get it.
It's we knew this would be a big undertaking, right? We knew we were a little over our britches with how big we jumped, right? We went from a 32 unit to a 144 unit. And we're not just talking like buying a multifamily property, right? So I hate to say this, but like that just sounds easy compared to what we do. You know?
Like, oh wait, there's already tenants here and they're already paying every month.
Yeah.
That does sound easy.
I mean, with our property management struggles that we've had with like third-party property managers and just the whole renovation project and like construction and just buying something that maybe has poor property management in place and just like repositioning it
that sounds easy.
It just sounds so much easier than what we've been doing. I don't know why we always take the hard way.
But like anyone that does that could look at it from the other direction and be like, yeah, but you bought a property that had no one in it. You could do what you needed. You didn't have to move tenants around.
True.
You didn't have
Colorado, we had to move people around.
It was a mess.
Yeah. Yeah, because we kept it running while we were doing it.
Let's close down this half while we work on this. But it's just the rooms are looking amazing. Like, they're painted, ceilings are done. They're putting cabinets in.
Did I pick a good color?
You did.
Okay, good.
The floors and the walls and everything look really good.
Oh, I'm so excited to see it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen your pictures yet.
Well, because they're more efficiency type units. Like they're not huge.
Right, they're like micro apartments.
Yeah, like 300 plus to what? 500 somewhere in there.
Yeah, square feet.
So I think your color scheme it felt big in there.
Oh, good.
Which was really nice.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I know. And the trim and stuff wasn't even on yet either. So that's going to make a big difference.
Yeah.
Clean it up. But
yeah, because they were putting the kitchens in while you were down there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, putting kitchens in and then, they'll have like the plumbers come through and put all the fixtures on right after that. And then appliances will go in. All the little trim will go in. And I'm excited.
Yeah, and you got to meet our property manager.
Yes. So I've only met like the, I guess she'd be like the regional. Yeah, but I haven't even met our personal
actual,
property
manager.
Yeah, I think she's going to kick ass. I like her.
Good. Yeah.
So I even asked her, I was like, you got a mean streak in you? And she's like, oh, I do. And I was like, yeah, you're cute. I go, not that I expect her to be mean to the tenants, but I just told her, I go, people push.
Oh, yeah.
They push and push and push. And if you can't push harder, then they win.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of the game that they play. So
yeah. Well, and there's just a lot of heartbreaking sob stories.
Oh, everyone
everyone has one. So my mom owns a hotel and she has to deal with that too, right? Hers stays as a hotel, but she does get like extended stay people and like
I think most of her rooms are extended stay.
But it's just funny the like stories that have come through, especially her property because it is more of a hotel, just the people and like what they're going through in their lives and just what they try to get away with
and why
her
they can't pay rent.
Yeah, why they can't pay for their room.
But they're bringing in cases of beer and cigarettes, but I can't pay rent because of this. Yeah.
The heartbreaking stories. And I mean, you almost have to be a little colder.
Yeah.
In order to be good at that job. Like, it's a hard job. I would not want it at all.
Well, it's like it's like the parent, you need to be strict, but you don't need to be a dick.
Yeah.
And that's a hard balance sometimes to figure out, I think. But that's her problem, and she's going to have to overcome it, and we'll help her along the way.
But she's not new to property management, is she? I hope not. I wouldn't think that they would hire.
She said her previous job, she worked for like a Verizon. She was almost doing like a form of property management for like this Verizon thing. So she was like managing all these other extensions of Verizon, all these people. Like, so it was weird. It was like kind of like property management.
Interesting.
I can't remember exactly what she called it. I've never heard of the position before.
Okay. Yeah. Like everyone on this project, apparently we're the guinea pigs.
Well, I guess that's how we like it. That's our energy.
Our architect, I swear he's never designed a thing in his life. I think we were his first project.
Let's keep this positive today. Yeah.
It just seems like everyone that's worked on our property, it's like, except our GC, they're amazing.
Well, him and his subs have been killer.
Yeah.
He runs a tight ship. I'm so impressed with them.
Yeah.
I wish we could just drag them around the country and
make
do
them
this.
do our next one.
Yeah.
I do have one in my pipeline that I'm looking at.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah.
Would that be a raise situation or something we take down on our
Capital
own?
raising?
Yeah.
Potential. Yeah, I think any of these projects we're going to need at least a little bit of capital outside of our own, So
like the more capital of your own, I'm not saying you don't use your own, but when you start floating everything yourself or doing it yourself, you can't scale.
Well, yeah, you're tapped out at some point,
right?
Yeah.
So
then you need time to wait,
right,
and build that capital back up, and then so yeah. It's hard because with these conversions, the purchase price is so low, right? So it's always so impressive to be like, oh man, like we can get it for so cheap.
Well,
right?
even especially, we started this conversation talking about, if we could just buy one that was already a multifamily.
Mm-hmm.
Well, example, those could be like $100,000 to $200,000 a door,
right?
Because people are already in them, they have leases, and then you look at hotels that are either dead or dying, and you're like, oh, they're anywhere from like 10 to 25 a door,
right?
And that
big difference.
Yeah. So when you tell someone like what we get these properties for, that's a multifamily operator, they're like, oh my god, I could not even fathom that. You know.
And I do have to say, I mean, like, all in, like once the work is done, we're half of what we would have bought it for.
So
per door,
basically we're giving up time for
dramatic equity. Yeah.
Okay.
So, this one I'm looking at, I can't even remember because I look at a lot of them and I haven't done like my deep dive into it yet, but I want to say it's like 20,000 a door, right?
Yeah,
so
that's in our
and in the market, again, haven't looked into it, but just Midwest assumption is that they resell for 100 to 125,000 a door.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So if we could put 30,000 per door into the property, we're all in at 50,000 a door, but it's worth 100 to 125,000 a door. So
those of you that are good at mathing, think of this. Think of a little 300 to 400 square foot unit and putting $30,000 into it. Like,
sounds crazy.
You're
right?
like, oh my god, that's to be brand new, right? Basically.
Yeah, it is basically brand new.
Yeah.
A lot of the money that we spend on these conversions is infrastructure, though.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunately money you can't see.
Plumbing, electrical, fire sprinklers. That's the hugest. Man, I'm all on my words today.
I like that word. Yeah.
It's the hugest.
Yeah. So that's why we do it, right?
Yeah.
That's why we put in these headaches, and
these are definitely delayed gratification projects.
Oh, yes. If you don't already have that bone, I wouldn't recommend a heavy value add real estate. No. So if you need quicker gratification, you got to go for flips or
buy already operating.
Yeah.
And go for simple value add stuff.
Yep, for sure. So which is enticing after the things that we've dealt with. But
around here though, which I'm sure it's got to be the same in all territories now, but man, it's competitive.
Yeah, it is very competitive.
Like you just you start listening to podcasts and all the talking heads, and you're like, oh, this is where I need to be for price, and this is how I need to buy. And then you go out and look, and you're like, where are those?
Where is that?
Yeah, how do I get that?
Where does that exist? I mean, that's kind of how we started this whole journey. You know, I looked at this. Well, I was just realizing the cash flow difference of a sixplex versus a single family home, and I was like, why would I buy a single family home?
Right.
Like the light bulb just kind of clicked. So we had found this sixplex. It was like the same price as like a single family home. And I was like, oh, obviously it was very rough. And like looking back, I mean, it's in a D neighborhood.
Yeah.
Very rough. Like one of the units had a fire in it and needed completely so that would have been a lot. That would have been a lot for us, but we didn't end up getting that. But it was so affordable. Granted, we would have had to put double into it, right, to get it back. But
the barrier to entry was way less.
Yeah. And so those were all we could really dive into. But when I did the underwriting and I was like, and these were really cheap apartments, right? Because it was in kind of the ghetto. So it was like $500 a month, I think, was the rent. So I was like, wait, we could get $3,000 a month for rent. Versus like one house at the time, I think we would have got like $1,400 a month, maybe $1,200 a month. I was like, wait, that's like so much more money. Like, why would we not buy
and you start thinking about occupancy. You're like, well, if someone moves out of our house because they trash it, it's empty.
Yeah,
for
there's
a month.
no money.
There's no zero money. Stops.
Yeah. Well, which we had already been through single family rentals, and we were like, that had happened to us. Like one of the tenants moved out, left all their stuff, and it was like covered in bed bugs.
Bed bugs, roaches. Any bug that you could think of was probably in that house.
So the time it took us, well, you had to deal with that one, to empty it out, get the bugs out of there, redo the house. I mean, I think that house was empty for like 3 or 4 months.
4.
Yeah.
Because now we could have rented it sooner, but we didn't feel like, okay, there's a perfect example.
Yeah, we weren't.
Our integrity was like, I need to make sure these bugs are dead.
Yes.
Before I let someone move in.
Yeah.
So, could we have moved someone in like after a month? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But we were like, that's gross.
Right.
I don't want to do that. So
yeah. We're just not slumlords. That's just not our...
But, you got to determine what kind of landlord you'd want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I'm sure there's people, I'll use like the Somali people, things like that. Bugs don't mean anything. They're fine.
Right. That's true. I mean, when we bought that house, there was a family of...
I think they're Sudanese
people, maybe like 9 of them or 12 of them living in this little 2-bedroom house. And like, they had mattresses on the floor and their kids bugs were crawling all over them. And like, but you're right. Like
to us, because we don't live like that.
Right.
And that's what everyone US, I will say, like, we impose stuff like that. Well, that's not how we live, so someone else shouldn't live like that. Now, I'm not saying they should live like that, but you got to think, say they just came over here from Sudan where their kids or whatever are being kidnapped, and every day there's taken gun violence, and they're like,
forced to be soldiers.
I will sleep here with bugs gladly.
Right. That's true.
So
that's a good point. That's a good perspective.
We could have put someone in there, and it might have been an amazing house for them, but we just decided we would rather have the bugs gone.
Yeah.
So we had to evict them first before we could.
The bugs.
Had to evict the bugs.
Evict the bugs and then get the...
But yeah, that's a good point too. When even if you're deciding your finishes and your level of completion of a unit, you need to determine what kind of product you want to put out and what kind of landlord you want to be.
Yeah.
Right. Are you going to put in the cheapest stuff? Are you just going to squeeze everything by? Or are you going to put in a little bit nicer things? Or, so.
We were actually talking about this at our networking group yesterday. One of the guys was like saying how he would like flip a house, and he started doing Section 8, and the people that like these people normally who have these Section 8 vouchers were not getting nice houses.
Sure.
Right? Like they were getting these like crappy slumlordy type houses.
Yeah.
And so he was like, they were so grateful and so appreciative to have the nicest thing they've ever had.
Because they've probably gone through these multiple of these houses.
That
right?
He's like, they stay forever. Because like they know they can't get that from most landlords. And they take care of it. And I learned something new yesterday. I did not know this because we've never done Section 8. So I don't know this, the kind of the rules around it. That like, if they say they're behind on their rent or if they break something in your property, like you can charge them for that. So I guess this gal like broke the oven.
Oh, wow.
Like she dropped something on it, shattered the thing. And like per the Section 8 guidelines, like he, as the landlord, it has to be a working appliance. You know what I mean? And so he's like, well, you have to pay me for the broken oven or whatever. And she wouldn't pay. And so he had to contact her caseworker. And he was like, listen, and I guess this is what I learned. If they owe you money and they won't pay you or they don't pay you and you have to start the eviction process on them, or if they get evicted or, I think if they get evicted, they in Omaha, and this might be Nebraska, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's state level, if it's city level, they lose their voucher forever.
Whoa.
They can never get it again.
Oh, man.
So,
which could mean like homelessness for some people, right?
So he was like, you need to figure out a way to pay. And then he's like, magically, she figured out a way to pay it. And he's like, then she sent me this letter of like how much she appreciated the house and how sorry she was and like all of this. Wow. So that's a different, I mean, I love that from him. Like that's his example of, you know, I take care of my tenants and like I take care of my properties and like it works both ways, right? It's like that. They're grateful. They want to stay. They take care of it. They appreciate it. I think that's the way to be a landlord. And from our perspective, like our level of our values, I think that's the way to be a landlord. And it's funny because our first property we bought. I
was just gonna say some of the landlords we bought from were the complete opposite.
Yeah, and I remember telling my grandpa about it, and I didn't know this, but he's like, oh yeah, he goes, we used to have rental properties. And I never knew that they had rental properties. And he's like, I don't remember the exact conversation, but he said something about, yeah, but we were kind of slumlords.
Really?
Like, Grandpa, what are you saying? You know, he just kind of was like, owned it. He was just like, he goes, and those properties saved our butts in a hard time. Like, man, he's like, I think at one point, maybe he lost his job. But in between, and he was like, my grandpa was a salesman. So he made like, you know, like you, he made really great commissions. He was very charismatic. Like, and so when you lose a commission job and have to start a new sales job, you got to like build up all those relationships again.
Yeah. You don't just pick up where you left off.
Not exactly. Right. I think it was that kind of a transition. He's like those properties like saved our butts. Like it was the only way we paid our bills.
I mean, it's kind of easy to be a slumlord though, and just let things go. Like you have to really stay on top of it. It's hard. And that's why we didn't want single families. And that's why we like having a property manager, because that's not what we want to fill our day with. Right. We would rather pay the right person to do that job. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah. With the one we bought, they were the bottom of the barrel property manager. Oh my goodness. I don't even know how. So I know that house when we bought it was a Section 8 house, and Section 8 is supposed to come in and inspect like monthly or something. I have no idea how that ever passed. I know. Like, do you throw the guy some money?
Maybe. Who knows what they were doing?
It was just like, I don't even know how this house has people in it.
Yeah. They had the basement locked off from the tenants and couldn't even get it open. Like they didn't even have a key for it. Right.
We couldn't even see the basement when we bought it.
Yeah. And it was full of mold. So that was the whole thing.
Like if you've seen The Last of Us and some of the scenes where the cordyceps are growing on the walls and it looks like trees, that's what our basement looked like.
It did. It was like artwork.
It was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of beautiful and also like, I think terrifying. I'm getting cancer or something right now. But
No, that was from our first home that we owned.
No, that's
That
definitely
definitely where
yours was chemical cancer. Mine is
that's where my
mold, spores.
celiac and my autoimmune diseases were triggered by that project.
Oh God.
We had one of those 1960s ranches that had the weeping mortar in the brick.
If you don't know what that is, imagine putting mortar in between bricks and then squishing them down to where the mortar comes out like Play-Doh.
And then just leave it.
And you just go, no, that's good.
That looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It was like a trend in the 60s. And so we went through and chipped off with little chisels every single chunk of that like weeping mortar.
It took forever.
And then...
Well, our house was painted.
It was painted this
yellow.
Ugly yellow color.
And we're like, we want pretty brick.
Yeah.
And it looked like brick underneath.
Yeah. I mean, it was brick.
It was brick.
It was brick.
Not brick.
So then we take paint stripper. We like paint on this like gel paint stripper, scrape off first layer of paint. I mean, it took 3 coats of paint stripper.
I think there were 3 levels of paint
to get
on that house
to the brick. And once we finally got to the brick, it was just gray brick.
Cinder block brick.
It was like little cinder block. It was bricks, but it was gray. And we're like, no, all this work. So we're like, what are we going to do? I'm so disappointed in myself that the decision was, let's just go ahead and strip all this off and then stain it. So we use concrete stain. And again, brick by brick.
Individually little foam brushes. Yeah.
Concrete stained
and you did
every brick.
3 different colors?
Yeah, because then I did like the red, and then I did, I think just 2 colors.
Was it 2?
And then like a black, and then just kind of like accented it, if you will, like bricks. I mean, it all in all, it ended up looking like
9 years later.
Natural brick. But the stripping the paint off was the worst. It was
we used so much chemical, and
it was so bad.
And you were doing that while I was like at work.
Yeah, like all day long it felt like months.
Then we'd wire brush it.
Yeah, I mean, oh my gosh, that was the worst project ever. And that was one of our first renovation projects on our own house, and it was just the worst.
That's how stubborn you are.
I know.
You're like, we could have just stopped at that brick.
Yes.
And been like, yeah, that's not going to work. Let's just paint it. No.
Yeah.
No.
We should have.
But that's why you did it. It's like,
oh my God,
this is your dream.
Never again.
You're on it.
Now we like come to houses with weeping mortar, and I have like PTSD. I'm like, oh God.
The chipping off wasn't terrible.
No, it was the getting the paint off.
That was actually kind of fun. Tedious, but a little more fun than the stripping part.
Yeah.
So
whew.
Good times.
Yeah.
And then years later, we sold the house. We go back by it. They just painted it again.
Did they paint the brick?
Yeah, I think it's painted.
I thought they just painted the house.
I'm pretty sure it's painted.
So I will cry if I see it.
So I tomatoed their house. I egged it. Just kidding.
Oh, our cute little 60s ranch.
I'm kidding.
It was a great little house.
God, and now we're looking for a house, and that's terrible.
Yeah, that's been a journey.
I don't know if some of you guys, this is where, so I was just on my trip, and our business partner came with me. And we had the conversation. He's looking for a house too. But we're not competing. They're looking in a different area.
Competing. You guys would like going out. I like being.
Well, I know because we're looking for the same house. Like when we're talking with each other about what we want.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys are looking for the same house, but they're looking in a different town.
That's funny.
Otherwise, yeah, we'd both probably show up to the same place, and I'd be like, all right, sucker.
No, this one's fine. Damn it.
But we're talking both about we're both talking about equity and like how much equity we have in our houses.
Yeah.
And how low our payments are.
Right.
And then,
which is so great.
It is. And then, rates are low
on our current
houses. So we're just like, oh my God, there's all these things when you go to get another house. And I'm like, is this how people end up just staying in their house forever?
For like 30 years.
Yeah. I'm like, this is the trap.
Yeah.
I'm like, you just go, well, it's okay here. Oh, our payment's so low. Well, it's so much work to move. I'm like, I'm starting to see it.
Right.
I'm like,
see how like our grandparents never moved, and now we get it.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that person. I want to move. But I see, like, I was like, oh my God, it's so clear. This is why people don't do it.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, God, my mortgage is only $1,000 or, you know, whatever it is. And I have so much crap. I don't want to move it. And just, yeah. I mean, it's definitely going to be an undertaking to move.
Yeah. Well, they're going to sell their house, right?
They will sell their house.
Yeah.
But same thing. He has great equity in it. So it'll help. But then he's just like, my mortgage is going to be so much more, even just because of the rates and everything. But yeah, it was a little disheartening. Just there's not a lot of inventory. Rates suck.
Well,
still.
And houses are still, I feel like prices are still a little inflated.
Yeah.
From
in our territory, you know, like we're always kind of the last in the center, the dead double landlocked Nebraska. We're kind of the last to feel effects of things, right? So
yeah. Or if we do, it's more mild.
Yeah. So like say foreclosures and like stuff starts happening. Well, it's always happening on the coast first.
Yeah, it's not going to really hit here.
No, we're like 2 years behind.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. Foreclosures have picked up, but again, they're not the houses we're going to buy as a house that we're going to live. Most of them.
Most of the ones that are foreclosed on are not that level of house.
Yeah.
Correct. So, yeah. So, you know, previous, like when we bought our house now, we were in that situation. Yeah. Nicer houses were being foreclosed on and we could take advantage of that.
Yeah.
It's just not happening yet. Like, so no. That's why inventory is low too. Like you're missing all these other avenues.
Well, and it's interesting. I think there's so many more educated investors now.
Oh God. Yeah.
And so like, I don't think this house would have ever come to where it was when we bought it. You know, so when we bought this house, it was, and when we were looking, this was 9 years ago. Well, actually like 9.5 years ago, because it took us 6 months to find a house. But when we were looking, it was definitely more of a seller's market then as well, because at least in Omaha, we were getting bought every house we liked because we wanted kind of the dogs of the neighborhood that we could fix up, get equity. You know, that's kind of our MO, right? Like we want the ugliest house in the neighborhood so that we're increasing the value of that house and appreciating it. And guess what? Every investor wants the ugliest house in the neighborhood. So 5 houses that we loved, we got bid out or we got beat out on with cash offers. We couldn't even compete. Yeah.
There were cash offers higher than we could offer.
Yes. And we're like, what? What are we supposed to do?
Yeah, we're like, how is anyone buying a house?
Now I know like the secrets, right? Like hard money and private money. I'm like, how do these people have this cash? Like I was like, there's no way they have $200,000 just laying around. You know, I just didn't understand. Yeah. So we didn't know the game back then. So anyways, every house we liked, the investors were buying it from us. This house was bank owned. So, you know, on the market, there were like REO homes, right?
Yeah.
And we loved it. I mean, we could see the potential in it. It's funny because even if you look on Zillow right now, it's still like our old pictures when we bought it.
Oh my God.
It's so ugly.
I wish our taxes represented those pictures.
Yeah, me too.
It'd be really low.
And it was bad, right? So no one had lived here. And the only way we got this property was because they did a special thing for owner occupants.
This was HUD, wasn't it?
I can't remember.
Or not. What's the other one called?
FHA or something?
No.
I don't remember who owned it. And like there was a special program.
I think it was a HUD program.
To like, maybe it was HUD, to like incentivize actual home buyers.
Because they were realizing the same thing. They were like, people can't buy a home because investors are swallowing them up.
Yeah. And so like it obviously didn't go through the foreclosure auction, or if it did, an investor didn't buy it.
Right.
And so then it made it to market somehow. And then they actually held it on market for 2 months or 3 months.
I feel like it was 3.
For an owner and occupant to make offers on it before investors could bid on it.
I don't even know if they would allow a cash offer because that looked like, I think you could only do financing, right?
I think you had to even do like an FHA. Maybe that's where the FHA is coming in. And I don't even know if this program still exists.
I don't, but you know what? We
obviously, like the only caveat to it was you had to pay what they were asking. Like you could not get it
there
for
was no
cheaper.
negotiation.
No, it was like you either buy it at this price or we're going to let investors buy it. And we're like, okay, I guess we're buying it at that price, you know? And it was like the big leap for us at the time.
It was.
Know? So
you kind of had to push me into it.
Oh, yeah. And you know how I got you? Our townhome that we were renting.
You mathed me.
It was going up. They were going to increase our rent by like $150 a month.
We were going to be at like what, $14.25 or $14.50?
Well, that's what we were at. And it was going to go up to like $15.50.
That's right.
And our mortgage was only going to be like $15. I was like, we can own a house or we can stay renting for the same price, you know? And like, and they're just going to keep raising our rents.
Yeah.
And our home, they're not, I don't even know if that's possible right now for people. Like, because I haven't looked. If you like buying a house versus renting, where is that at right now? I wonder.
That's a good call.
Do you know? Because like for us, it made sense to buy a house because it was cheaper.
Well,
I don't know where rents are at right now.
That's the thing. It's going to depend so much depending on where you're at. But
The
like
markets,
here, I don't know what the rental per square foot number is. You know, we know where the selling or buying per square foot number is,
right.
But I have no idea where rental is.
Yeah.
But I mean, we haven't rented forever. So I see houses and they're like, oh, $2,500 a month or, you know, whatever. And I'm like, ugh.
Over rent.
Yeah. I'm like, just buy a house. But, you know, some people can't or whatever.
That same house, it would be more than that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And our property taxes have skyrocketed.
Yeah.
So like that adds a ton.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, rates, like I'm not going to get all nerdy mathy here on you, but 1% difference in rate changes your payment enormously.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's crazy how much
more than putting an extra $20,000 down.
It's so wild. And it just shows you the power of like shopping around and getting the best rates.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just money that goes nowhere. You get no equity for it, you know?
Yeah.
It's just going to someone else's pocket. So
yeah, that's a good point.
You know, though, I was just thinking of something earlier when you talked about investors and, you know, how they were buying these houses and we're like, how do they do it? I just thought of maybe a good golden acorn. If you're looking for a property or just having trouble, you know, maybe if you know an investor or can find one, find somebody and ask them about like creative financing options for you. Because a lot of people don't know. They just think I can just have a bank mortgage. Like that's the only way I can buy a house.
Yeah, that's a really good point. So for people, and I even think that this is something you and I can do, right? Like just because our house price level is at a different cap than it used to be.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean we can't do the same thing where there are still investors out there getting leads in our price range.
Oh yeah.
They just turn them down. Right.
Well, it's a heavier lift for them. The buyer pool is smaller, you know, so they're now maybe if they have nothing in the pipeline, they'll be like, yeah, I'll do that one. Mm-hmm. But you're right. Like typically.
So what we need to do is just put it out there to to an investor network and say, this is what we want. If you come across it, we'll buy it. Right. Like we'll take a look at it.
That's what we did with your mom's house.
Yeah.
Our investor friend bought a house, showed us the house he was on the phone and we were like, whoa, that's a cool house.
Yeah.
You know, and then we went and looked at it like that day.
Yeah.
And then your mom bought it. Like, so
yeah,
I was an investor. Like he flipped it to us essentially. Very
kind of wholesaled it to us instead of having to wholetailed it instead of having to ever put it on the market. So
no, that's a really good call. So not just being like, hey, real estate agent, this is what I'm looking for.
Right.
Hey, investor, this is what I'm looking for.
Hey, all of my entire investor network.
Yeah.
This is what we're looking for.
But a lot of them, you know, they're like kings and queens of creatively buying houses.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they can help you.
Right.
If you're really struggling.
And some people like, especially if you find the people doing more volume, like they're going to probably get more of the houses in like our price range. You know, like there's a couple I can think of off the top of my head that we should probably talk to and be like, hey, keep this in mind for us. Like
even the flipping and,
because the flippers don't even look at what we're looking for.
They don't.
So we wouldn't be as in big a competition.
But I was going to say, even if you go to real estate events or whatever, meet some people, say you're looking for a house. Like if we were looking for this house as our starter house.
Yeah.
Like we could kind of tell an investor what we were looking for. That could include their renovations, because if they were going to flip it anyway, then you might be able to have a part of it. And they're like, well, we're going to gut the kitchen, or we're going to repaint the kitchen. If you've already kind of been like, we're going to buy this house from you, like you can work with them.
I mean, that's essentially what Mom did, right? Like,
yes,
we were like, well, don't finish this and don't finish that and because she wants to pick the countertops. She wants to pick
but they already had a budget. They're like, well, we were going to spend, whatever, 10 grand on the kitchen and 4 grand on countertops. So instead of them doing it, they gave her that allowance because they were going to spend it anyway, but then she gets to choose what she wants. Yeah. Like it's kind of a win-win. And then you don't have to go get separate construction financing and go find separate contractors. And like they already have a system. Jump in their system. I love that. Like, I think that's amazing. That's better than a realtor, because a realtor just wants to sell you the house. And maybe they have some connections for contractors. Really good ones too, for sure. These guys and girls already have it. Yeah. That's a good point. We need to do that. We should do that. We have the network. We know. I know. We know them all. See, we come up with our own golden acorns for ourselves. I should listen to this podcast. Thank you guys. Thanks for the help. We needed this today. Yeah, thank you. It's like when you call me to talk through something and I don't even say anything. And then you're like, babe, thanks. I figured it out. And I'm like, you're welcome. Glad I could be there. Glad I could answer the telephone. Yeah. That's cool. Fun. So Golden Acorn today is to tap into investment network of real estate investors. And like there should be meetups and everything in your town. So just go and start asking like who here like flips a lot of houses, who here, in Nebraska it's illegal to wholesale, but who here are your biggest wholesalers, right? And you can find the people making moves, and then you can be like, hey, can I talk to you? Like, this is what I'm looking for. So but they have usually the whole network. They even usually have realtors they're working with already that will move this thing for you. Yep. It's a one-stop shop. Yeah. So they're not just evil, buying up all the houses. Right. And I mean, we felt that way when we were absolutely, almost 10 years ago. We were like, God, why are these investors taking all of our dream houses? Yeah. Especially in that starter home area, like it's even harder. Oh, that's the hot spot for all of them. Yeah. Because that's also the most in-demand properties. Yeah. So those are the ones that they want to flip. I like, even now when they buy it, I mean, the clock is ticking. They're like, I want this sucker done as fast as possible. I want it on the market because they know it's going to sell. Yeah. So, and we know that because our kitchen reface business, we work with a decent amount of them. Yeah. To work that timeline. Yeah. Like kitchen refacing is super fast. So they love it. They're like, wait, I can have a whole new looking kitchen in a week. Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah. But yeah, time is money. I know. Yeah, that's fun. Cool. Well, thanks for this chat today. Kind of went off tangent, but I liked it. That's us. That is us. Yeah. All of a sudden we could be talking about we're unscripted. Cloth diapers next. Oh God, please no. Shoot me. No. All right. Well, we'll see you next time. Bye. Thanks. Thank you for joining Golden Acorns. Remember that small steps you take today can lead to big growth tomorrow. Keep planting those seeds of potential. Watch your life flourish in ways that truly matter. If you found this episode helpful, share it with someone that could use a little inspiration. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a chance to grow with us.